ladies and gentlemen, a very good day to all of you. My name is Faisal, and today I'll be the speaker for today's leadership series. So yes, I can see from the screen some of you. Yeah, I can see some of your face is very well known to me, and also I can see some new faces. So can all of you switch on your camera? Let me have a look first. How many, like on an average, how many new students and how many that I already know? That's good. Very good. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, today we will be talking about, I mean, it, I would say that it's one of the most important components of effective leadership. It's all about empowering other people. Okay, how we can, as a leader, how we can enforce like discipline, like bonding, and like to make them more and more productive and confidence enough at our workplace. So it's all about empowering other people. So I hope you guys will like this topic. So yes, today I will take like two hours in order to complete my discussion. So yes, we will be waiting for another 1 minute and then we will start the session accordingly. Thank you so much for being on time. Excellent. So before we start, I would like to ask a very simple question for all of you. Is there anyone working like as a supervisor, as a manager? Raise your digital hand. Wave your hand. Raise your hand so that I can talk to you guys before I start my today's discussion accordingly. Anyone working as a supervisor, manager, senior manager, assistant manager? If you are, please raise your digital hand. Thank you. And please switch on your camera because I need to talk with you as well. Yeah, hello, Miss Basma. Am I right to pronounce your name?
Yes, sir.
Basma
Hi.
Uddin. Hello.
Good
So
afternoon.
a very good afternoon to you too. So can I know where you are working and what is your current job position?
Sir, right now I'm here in Qatar. I
Okay.
am I'm acting manager in a spa salon.
Okay.
So while my boss is not here, I am the one who handle everything.
Okay, that's good. Very good. So how many staff you have in your spa center?
I do have six staff,
Okay.
um, four Thailandese and two Filipino.
Okay, do you face any as your number of staff is very few, only 5? Let me ask you this question. Do you face any difficulties when you are going to manage them, lead them from the front?
Actually, sir, yes, it's been so difficult for me because um their attitude wise
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes their mentality, and
Yeah,
also the customer. I'm struggling to handle the customer because of their behavior.
understood. Very good. I hope today's discussion will help you, those who are working as managerial position or as supervisor position, in order to lead the people from the front. So let's get started. Thank you so much. You can, okay, I got one participant. John. Oh, two Johns, right? Can you please unmute your microphone, Mr. John? Hello. Okay, same question. Can I know where you are working and what is your current position? John, I think something wrong with your internet connection. Never mind, we will talk again. So let me start sharing my screen and let's talk about the topic that we have for today. Look at the topic. Leaders who will Leaders will be those who empower others. Now we need to understand what is the meaning of empower. You know, the original word is power, but we use a prefix that is called em Now it becomes empower. Empower meaning to say how we will inject discipline to other people. Empower meaning to say inject confidence, inject discipline, inject skills, inject knowledge of other people. So from the topic that we can understand, if we want to be a productive leader, if you want to be a smart and dedicated leader, what we need to do, we must have to know how we can inject, how we can transfer, how we can educate, how we can make sure our followers are becoming more and more stronger at our workplace. So today, look at the agenda, to look at the topics that we have. There will be a short intro. What is empowering leadership, the style and the characteristics. And the last one, it will be all about what are the benefits you can get if you implement this specific type of leadership at your workplace. Now let's talk about the intro part of today's topic. Actually, empowering leadership is one of the most effective, I would say, one of the most useful ways of leading other people. You got to understand, nowadays, young people, they don't like to be micromanaged. For example, Gobind is one of our senior staff, Mr. Gobind, who is host for today's session. So what we usually implement in order to create our staff more and more independent, we don't go for micromanaging. What is the meaning of micromanaging? If we manage everything of our staff, hey, why you are sitting like that? Hey, why you are moving so slow? Hey, why you speak so slow? Hey, why your English is not good? When we are asking a lot of why question to our staff, and staff got like insecure to work in the place, that cannot be productive one. Am I right? Marika, Sildi, Carmen? So nobody wants to be micromanaged at the workplace. So when you know how to empower other people, for example, you are working as a marketing manager. So what do you need to do at the first place? You need to build a team. You need to build a team that everyone will do the marketing job without facing any difficulties. If there is any difficulties, you will come forward, you will educate them, you will lead them, you will solve the problem accordingly. If you can do this one, you can be a most successful leader at your workplace. Remember, we need to give a space for increasing the confidence and overall job satisfaction of our team members. Remember, not everyone will be working for money. If there is no job satisfaction, they will quit. They will resign from the job. Understand, all of you guys? Capello, Ventalis, you see? So empowering leadership is one of the most important things, one of the most important tactics that we can follow, that we can implement at our workplace in order to make our team more and more satisfied, more and more dedicated, more and more motivated. Now, let's talk about the definition. What is it? You are a leader, you are leading a group of people. The first thing that you need to make sure that your team members believe in your ability, believe in your skills, believe in your leadership skills. Look at the definition. The term I'm talking about, empowering leadership, it means to place trust in employees and grant them authority to make a decision. Not only that, when you are empowering other people, you have to be very, very democratic type leader. You have to allow your teammates to make a decision for your business, for your workplace. Take note, there are two groups of scholars. One group of scholars believes that empowering leadership a bit challenging to implement at the workplace. Why? Because you need to give the authority to your followers to make the decision for your business. What if they made a major mistake while making a decision for your organization? Another group of scholars, they believe that it's okay, empowering leadership still we can use in order to build new leader at our workplace that will help to maintain momentum to work together in order to achieve the goal of an organization. Remember, the key word is we need to have a momentum at our workplace. Agree, guys? Momentum. Just now, one of our participants said that she's facing some difficulties in order to manage 5 staff at the workplace. Why? Because staff got attitude problem. Staff got something wrong with their motivation, something wrong with their professional approach. I think they need to implement, I think you need to implement empowering others, empowering leadership skills. How? I'll be explaining one by one. And you have to make sure momentum should be there. You cannot let them just do their job for the sake of doing. They must have to do it with full of attention by following small details. See? Right. So empowering leadership is understanding the importance of being able to fully support a team by giving them the tools needed to be effective. So what and how it can be done? Let me stop sharing my screen and let me say hello to everyone. Can all of you wave your hand, guys? Are you with me? Good. Please switch on your camera. For our admin side, we will mark your attendance because I think by the time the people who will be joining already here in our class. Can all of you switch on your camera and give me a good smile? Remember 3 kinds of smile: minimal smile, good smile, and great smile. I just want to see a good smile on screen like this, right? Okay, good. Princess. Page number 2. All of you switch on your camera. Fine. Next page, page number 4, page number 5, Patrick. Wow, very good. You have such a good smile, man. You can apply for hospitality job in foreign country. One more time. Yep, very good. Now, I'll give you an example, actually, how empowering leadership will work. Okay. Now, is there anyone like English teacher, mathematics teacher, chemistry teacher, physics teacher? Anyone? If you are here in the class, you can raise your digital hand. I can see one participant, Mary Rose. Hello, Miss Mary Rose. Unmute your microphone. Which subject you are teaching?
English.
English.
Sorry, I'm
outside. I can see. So how many students you have in your class at a time?
Actually, I'm teaching online.
Online, like me, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So how many students you have in your online class one time?
Usually 15.
15.
15.
Adult, okay. Adult learner or teenage?
I have adults, I have teens, and I have kids as well.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Mary Rose. I'll mute your microphone. Mary Tis, which subject you are teaching?
I teach English to Korean students, sir.
Okay, fine. So
Online.
I would like to use you as an example what is empowering. Okay, you can mute your microphone. Guys, we have 3, 4, 5, 6 teachers today in my class. I'll talk with you later on. Let me give you an example. What is the meaning of empowering? For example, Maritis, she's teaching Korean to speak English. We know if you study about Korean, they are very afraid to speak English. Am I right? Maritis, very, very afraid, very, very shy. Now, how she can be a successful English teacher for the Korean student? Very simple. Implementing, empowering teaching skills. Let them feel confident when they will be in your class. Number one, how it can be done. You have to be a leader. You have to lead from the front. You have to tell your student, hey, I'm here to train you just a language, nothing else. I'm not here to teach chemistry. I'm not here to teach physics. Chemistry, physics, all are the subjects, but English is not subject. It is a language. If I can speak, all of you can speak. That is called lead, number one. Number two, if you really want to empower the things to your followers, you have to be very, very disciplined. Maritis, some student will switch off their camera during the class time. They will hide themselves from you. Be disciplined. Zero tolerance in terms of maintaining the discipline when you are implementing and empowering in your workplace. Understand, all of you, the two? Number one, lead. Number two, discipline. Number three, bonding. You cannot empower other people if there is a gap between you and your followers. You have to close the gap. You see, guys, what I mean? So it's not only for the English teacher, it is for every manager, every supervisor who are managing people at the first place. So when there is a bonding, when your followers will understand that you are here to help them, support them, they will listen to your instructions. Mr. Francisco, you follow? Remember, lead, discipline, and bonding if you want to empower other people to follow your instruction accordingly. So then our dear Maritis, when she implement all those three components in her class, and when she feel that now the students can speak, students can read, students can write, students can listen, that is called the result of implementing empowering leadership style. You got to understand simple philosophy of young people today. Guys, if you ask your team members to do something new, at the first place, they will say, sorry, I don't have any experience about this part. Agree, guys? Mr. Flip, you study accounting. I mean, not you, one of your team members, he studied accounting. Now you need someone who can do some marketing project work for your organization. If you ask that particular person, you need to help you need to help in our marketing project. The first one, he or she will tell to Mr. Philip, I'm sorry, boss. I'm sorry, sir. I have no experience. I only study accounting. I know nothing about marketing. Then what you need to do? You need to implement empowering leadership. Train him, train her how to do the marketing things at the first place. Show them, not only just train, show the way by lead, discipline, and bonding. Only then you will feel that someone from accounting background can be one of the most successful marketing staff for your organization. You see, guys, what I mean? And if you think about yourself, how many of you, those who are working, that you study accounting and you got accounting related job? Very few. You study chemistry, now you are working in hospitality industry as a front office front office manager, right? It can happen. You study one discipline, one specialization, but at the workplace, you are doing something new. So how you can learn? You have to empower yourself to learn the new skills, to learn the new knowledge, to improve yourself, to make yourself better for your professional life. See, so it is important. Empowering others is very, very, and very important. Now, let's move on to the next part. This part, by implementing an empowering leadership strategy, we leader allow our employees to take ownership. So remember this one. If your staff got lack of ownership, what does it mean? What lack of ownership? I don't know anything about computer and I don't want to learn computer. That is called lack of ownership. Mr. Marcos, you follow? I have something wrong with my English communication skills, but I don't want to improve my English communication skills. That is called lack of ownership. But when you are a leader and you know how to influence, how to educate them, how to put inside of their brain that, hey, you need to be better, you need to improve. Take the ownership to overcome all of your weaknesses one by one. See, then people will follow, people will learn. If got computer skills problem, they will spend some time, some money to learn computer. If they have poor English communication skills, they will do something about it. It's all about you as a leader, how you educate them, how you influence them to learn something new. So empowering will help you to increase productivity. You can make your staff happy. Job satisfaction will be there. And the most important part, remember, we need to create a positive workplace culture for our team members. It is called healthy workplace culture. There will be no dirty politics. There will be no gossiping. There will be no discrimination, like groupings. So for implementing all those things, yes, empowering leadership is one of the best ways to follow it or to achieve this goal. Now, if you think about empowering leadership from sociological studies, actually it's really important. Why? In order to show some result, how their work fits into the big picture. It is also important in order to create opportunities for growth and improving the ability of your team members. And also, empowering leadership will help your team to be independent, to improve their problem-solving skills, and also decision-making skills. And the most important part, empowering leadership can help your teammates to understand what is their strength and what are their strengths and what are their weaknesses, so that they can do something about overcoming their weaknesses for your organization. Now, next topic, we will be talking about the styles. If you really want to implement empowering leadership style, what are the common characteristics you have to follow or you have to implement? Please take note on this part. As I said earlier, that empowering leadership style, sometimes it can be very, very risky. Why? Especially if you have all the new stuff, like fresh graduates, do not have any job experience before. do not have any work experience related to that particular industry. So if you allow them to make decision, then it would be a very, very risky for your organization. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Yeah. But before you allow them to make decision for your organization, you have to train them. Training is must in order to implement empowering things for your staff. Example, what kind of training you need to arrange as a leader? Remember, first, soft skills. What are the topic you can put under the soft skills development? The first one, EQ. You know EQ? Emotional quotient. Train them how they can be strong enough in order to manage their emotion. Why? Because later on, you will provide some hard skills training. You see, guys, for example, I'm not really sure about Mr. Jun Ri. I do not know about your personalities, about your character, about your mindset, about your attitude. So I cannot start with technical skills as a leader. I need to start with soft skills. So under the soft skills, when I will enforce, when I will empowering your emotional quotient training, you will understand later on that my leader just want to make me stronger at my workplace. That's the business between me and my leader, my manager, nothing else. No need to take anything personally. See? So EQ training. Number 2, communication skills training. Very important, huh? EQ. Number 2, communication skills. Number 3, that is called OB. Let me type in the chat box. This is one of the most common, most recent topic that being applied for soft skills training. OB meaning to say organizational behavior. I'm repeating my statement, organizational behavior. Remember, one of our students, she is facing some difficulties to manage 5 staff. There is something wrong with 5 of them about organizational behavior. They have lack of soft skills, how they have to behave when they are at work. Understand all of the leaders? I'll consider you guys as a leader for today. No more students, huh? Those who are doing diploma, today also you are a leader. Those who are doing postgraduate diploma, for today's class, you are also a leader. So take note, huh? Soft skills. After completing the soft skills training, how you can start? You put on technical skills. That's the time when you can train them what you need at the first place. You see, you can tell them what are the things they need to improve. So it can be done. It can be challenging, but it can be done. It's not impossible. So one of the styles, what we need to do, we need to increase the time management effectiveness that can be under our soft skills development. And also we need to minimize the obstacles to productivity. So what is the meaning of obstructions? What are the common obstructions, difficulties, challenges might face by our team members? Number 1, the first thing you will come across, their attitude problem, time management problem. Attitude and time management problem. So you have to focus on how you can inject, how they will behave properly, and how they will manage their time at your workplace. So number 1 is empowering them how they can Winco, please do not draw anything on the screen, please. Mr. Govind, please inactive this option so that no one can use this drawing pen. Okay, number 2, it's not that easy to empower your people. if you come and tell me, if I come and ask you, hey, from tomorrow, you have to do all the information technology, IT related activities for our organization. Narshia, you follow? I currently you are working as an admin staff, and I mean, we made a decision from tomorrow, you will take over all the IT related activities. Cannot, because you have no skills, knowledge about managing information technology. So look at this one. To empower your people, it's not enough to simply hand over more responsibilities. If you study about psychology, it shows that this can even have a detrimental effect, as employees might experience stress, mental health problem. When you have to do something new, obviously you will feel stress. Why? Because you need to learn something new. You are going to do something new, right? So as an empowering leader, you have to be good at how you help your teammates in order to manage their stress. So how it can be done? For example, Miss Jacqueline, you are my manager, and you ask me to take over information technology related activities for our organization. So what you need to do, you need to give me some time, time. Okay, Mr. Faisal, I'll give you like 1 month. 1 month, you go and learn all the IT related activities that we are doing in our organization. So from the month of September, you will take the ownership, or you will take over the IT department. So when you will give me the time, and when you will give me enough training, enough soft skills and technical training, I can maintain my stress. I can handle my negative attitudes, right? I can handle my motivation from lack of motivation to be more and more motivated at my workplace. Now, all of you understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? Empowering people, do not just throw the task for your team members. Give them time, give them enough time, enough training, so that they really can absorb, they really can perform what they're supposed to do at the first place. Now, let's talk about more empowering leadership styles. You are a leader, you are going to lead 100 people by implementing empowering style or empowering leadership style in your organization. Remember this one, you have to give the top priority to communication, and it has to be transparent. What is the meaning of transparency? Very open communication, no secret communication. You see? So whatever you need to communicate, you communicate in front of all your team members. Okay? So that everybody will understand what is your next move, what is your next planning, what is your next mission, what is your next vision. So communication is the key in order to implement empowering leadership for your team members. I'll be sharing some tips. Look at number 1, you got to communicate openly. Let me give you an example. Let me stop sharing my screen, guys. Let me stop sharing my screen. And let me say hello to everyone one more time. Can all of you wave your hand? I'll be sharing an example from our leader, Mr. Benson Ma. I believe all of you know about our big boss, right? So currently, we have so many projects. We have so many projects in our organization. We have Central Asian project. We have, UAE project. We have Middle East project. We have Myanmar project. We have Malaysian project, so on and so forth. So when there is a new project, Mr. Ma, what he will be doing? He will call a meeting. Understand, guys? Please pay attention, so that you can understand. In the meeting, Mr. Ma will explain each and everything about the new project. And he will ask all of you, make sure you have your notebook and you write what I'm trying to mean. Understand? And you must take note, because you cannot remember, because we have a lot of projects. So what we do during the meeting time, when Mr. Ma communicate with us, we practice active listening. We take note the important part of the meeting. See? And Mr. Ma will allow us to ask question if anyone have any better idea. If anyone has any question. Francisco, you follow? That is called open communication. He will ask you, Francisco, do you have anything to add on the project that I already have explained to you? If you have, feel free to give your opinions. You see, that is called open communication in order to empower the teammates. If I never communicate, if I never explain to you as my teammates, how you will understand what you need to do at the first place. All of you clear, guys? Remember, communication is not that easy. I know 231 of you are here now listening to me from different countries of the world. And I'm sure not all of you are getting the points that I'm trying to mean from my side. Agree, guys? Maybe some of you cannot pay attention. You are at work. Maybe some of your English understanding is below average. A lot of problem you might face as a leader to communicate with your teammates. But what you need to do, you need to be very open and transparent when you are communicating with your team members. Now, second tips and techniques. When you will be arranging the meeting, in order to communicate, make sure you follow the agenda of the particular meeting. Don't jump from one topic to another topic. You see, Mr. Poto Kumar? Yes. Sometimes your meeting can be diverted. When you are talking, one of your staff will ask you a very irrelevant question. Then you have to focus on this part. Then you can, displace, or you can miss the actual agenda of the meeting. We cannot do that. We have to be very smart. Whatever the topic that we need to communicate for the meeting, we have to follow this one, and we have to complete this part accordingly. And remember, people always, the young people, I would say, they have the habit of not paying attention when you are trying to communicate. Jessica, you follow? You are doing a presentation. You are trying to communicate with 100 of your followers. Some of your followers will play with their phone during the meeting time, and they will miss out the important information. So this part is a bit challenging for empowering leader. See, when you will communicate, remember, discipline must be there. Let them, guys, listen up. I'll take only 1 hour to explain about the new services. All of you, put your phone in silent mode and put inside of your pocket. Don't use phone when I'm talking. Why? Because otherwise you will not understand about the information that I'm going to share. See, next one. Another important characteristics or style that which we will have for empowering leadership, it's all about delegate with intention. Now, what is the meaning of delegating? Let me stop sharing my screen. In order to run a business or in order to operate an organization, always you will have something new. Agree, guys? Some new things to do, some new skills we should learn, right? Especially remember that during COVID-19 time, everything has changed dramatically, right? We need new skills, new technology, new methods, new management styles, right? So when we will delegate the task, what we need to do? We need to delegate. Delegate meaning to say, give the task to the right person. What if in your organization, there is no right person for this particular project? Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. For example, okay, I found a Mr. Lei. Hello, Mr. Lei, N-G-E Lei. Could you please wave your hand, Lei? Yeah, very good. So Mr. Lei, in your organization, you have a new project with like Russian market. You know, Russia is a big market, and China market. China also a very big market. Now, what you need to do, you need to give the authority to two persons who will take over this Chinese project and the Russian project. You see, guys? So you need to find out in your team who have like some knowledge about Chinese culture. In your team, you have to have each and every information about your team members, you know, especially their job experience, their last education, where he did work before. You see? So when you have all those ideas and knowledge in your brain, you can pick up the right person in order to take the charge or give the authority to take over the new project. You see, Mr. Lei, in your team, you remember that there is one guy who used to work in China for 2 years. Call him up, sit with him, empower him, give them instruction. Hey, I know you are potential. I'm going to give you a special task. You know, we are going to open up a new project for China market. Initially, you will be the in charge of this project. Since you have some knowledge, ideas about China market, don't worry, I'm here. I'm your leader. I'll help you as much as I can. You will be happy, you know? He will say, boss, thank you so much. Sir, I appreciate it. He will take over. Find out who has some idea about Russian market. If got no one, no need to be worried. You are empowering leader. Am I right? You can educate them how it can be done at the first place. You see? You can give them some time. You go and learn. Or you can hire or you can look for someone who can speak Russian language as a translator. See, there are so many ways. To be a leader, there is no like concrete rules and regulation that you can follow. You can adjust. You can create something new. You can delete whatever you do not like. Understand, guys? Follow? Now, today, this is 2024. When it will be 2040, when it will be 2050, I'm talking about after 25 years, after 10 years. If you really want to have a better job, you must have to have strong leadership skills. Managerial skill cannot help you anymore. You know, managers, it was like my father time, my grandfather time. When my father worked, he worked under a manager. When my grandfather worked, he worked under a manager. But now when we work, we are working under a leader. You see the difference, guys? You see the difference? So you cannot be a simple staff for forever. You have to do something about your leadership skills so that you can upgrade yourself like the management team, right? Or managerial position from where you can lead a group of people. Understand, you guys? I know some of you have like that kind of planning. Just I want to look for a simple job. Yeah, you can start with a simple job, but when you start, you have to improve your skills, how you can be a leader accordingly. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about delegate with intention. So you cannot just simply throw the ball to your teammates to catch. There must be an intention. Why I am going to give this task to Mr. John? What is my planning about Mr. John? Why I am planning to give the authority to Miss Jessica about this special task? As a leader, we must have to have this intention. You see? Right. Now, when you are going to delegate the task, you can follow, explain your logic and create a roadmap. What is the meaning of logic or rational? See, if team members don't understand why you give that special task, do you know what they will feel, Mr. Kumar? They will feel that you don't like this. You don't like him, you don't like her. You are giving him more pressure. You see, that's how people think at the workplace when you will give more task to him or her. You understand, all of you guys? So do not just throw the ball to catch. Before you throw, explain to them what is your intention. Roadmap, mind mapping, guidelines has to be there. Otherwise, when you are trying to empower someone without any guidelines, without any proper roadmap, they will feel mental health problem. Mr. Lee, am I right? Mental health problem. They will say, sir, I have no idea how I can complete this one. Now, I feel demotivated. I'm worried. I think I cannot continue my job. See? Okay, good, excellent. So before you delegate the task, create a roadmap, create a set of rules and regulations that must have to be followed by your team members. Now let's move on to the next style, that is called involve our employees in decision making. Yes, take note, this is a challenging part. You cannot allow someone new in order to make important decision for your organization. Mr. Mitra Fanao, am I right? You cannot just invite the fresh graduate to make a decision for your organization. But what you can do, the first 3 months, you will train them. What kind of training? As I said earlier, remember, soft skills training followed by technical skills. During the training time, you have to make sure you make a clear picture about your mission, about your vision, about your achievement, about your goal that you have in your organization. So when your team members will be working with you closely for a certain period of time, then slowly you can involve them or you can invite them to make decisions how they can make their job more and more productive. It is called democratic leadership. Jennifer, you follow, all of you guys? That is called democratic leadership. You are not being autocratic. You are not making all the decision from your side. You also give some space for your team members to make a decision. Miss Jesseline, you follow? That is called democratic leadership style. Tips. You know, you must have to have commitments or committees. So create a group with the representatives from the different department, and you create a level of your company to discuss the different issues. So you only allow the people who are very, very committed in your organization. You follow what I'm trying to mean? You can create a special group, one from accounts department, two from IT department, one from research and development department, from marketing department, sales department, training department, production department, logistic department, and create a group from where all of you can find out the issue, the challenges, the difficulties that you are facing in your organization. You see, because those who are working from the front, they can see the real market. They can see the real picture about our business, about your business. You see, maybe you never go out, you never sell product in the market, but you are the leader of this organization. You have to ask your sales team, am I right, Mr. Francisco? What are the challenges currently the market has in order to close more order? We need to create a committee, a group. And obviously, we have to find out the committed who are really, really motivated for our team. Now, so before we make a decision, always remember, business decision making is all about a decision comes from data. I need to stop sharing my screen. I need to say hello to everyone one more time. Otherwise, you guys will feel that I'm not here with you. All of you can switch on your camera one more time. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, good. Page number 1, page number 2, page number 3, page number 4, page number 5, page number 6, page number 7. Okay, I don't want to go until page number 10 because 7, 8, 9, 10 switch off. No point to take photo, right? Okay, good. Gobin, Mr. Gobin, you take photo 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, example, the decision making. What is the meaning of survey to make a decision? I'll give you an example so that you can understand. How many of you know about Grab? You know the Grab mobile apps? No, right? Okay, good. Marisol, no. Actually, if you are in Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, the Philippines, you guys know about the Grab. Grab is a ride-sharing apps. You see? So if you want to go one place to another place, you can call a car. Driver will come and pick you up from your location to the destination. I think most of your country got Uber, right? Uber. Grab is not available. Uber got. Now, Grab, what Grab did during the pandemic time? During the COVID-19 pandemic, there was no way to go out, right? Lockdown. Every country got under lockdown. But Grab, their main business is ride sharing. Like driver will come and pick you from your location to destination. So Grab got nothing to do. Agree, guys? Because of COVID-19, nothing to do. Grab is about to close down their business. I like their twist, They conduct research. How they can make a better decision in order to survive during the pandemic time. It comes from the leader's mind, leader of the Grab. They conduct survey and found that they got Grab apps, about few millions people are using their service. and they have figured out we can survive without going outside of our house, but we cannot survive without food. See, without food cannot survive. Then Grab integrated a new service in their apps, which is food delivery. You got my point, guys, what I'm trying to mean? Then during the pandemic time, we are using Grab apps in order to order food and drinks. From where it comes? Survey, decision making. They click on the right decision at the right time, at the right place, at the right market. And then Grab became one of the most successful businesses, I would say, during the pandemic time. All of you understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? So decision making is very important when you will be working as a leader. Previously, before COVID-19, we got no online education from Kingston International College. But our leader, Mr. Benson Ma, he's the one made a decision to open up e-learning platform for our international students. It comes from where? From decision making. All of you clear? Understand? So how you can make decision, not using your emotion, not using your ideas, not using your thought. Decision making will be based on what market needs, what customer wants. Okay, cool, right? Okay, good. So what time is it, Mr. Gobind? Oh, 5:55. So yeah, we are about to have 50% of our time. Let's continue and talk about the rest. Now, survey, yeah, I need to explain about this one. There are survey meaning to say market research. What research, guys? Market research. MK, market research. So what kind of research you can implement as an empowering leader in your organization? What kind of data you can collect? Two kinds of data. Remember, primary data and secondary data. I will speak a bit slow. I think, am I so fast, guys? Am I so fast? Is it okay? Because just now I became very excited, because just before the class, I take a very hot cup of coffee. So it makes me a bit excited. Now, so if I am speaking so loud, I mean so fast, please let me know. I'll be slow down. Now, primary data, meaning to say, if you need to collect data directly from your customers, directly from the market, no other source. So if you are, for example, your product is this tissue paper. Now you are going to add some new flavor in your tissue paper. So what kind of flavor you will add? Like strawberry flavor, like, chocolate flavor? What flavor? Try to understand this one. So you cannot just simply put just rose flavor. I don't care. Then maybe market will not like your flavor, right? That time you have to go for primary research. I mean, primary data. Directly collect data from the market, from the customers. Number two, survey. Under the market research, we have secondary data. Secondary meaning to say second-hand data. Someone already collected all those data previously. Now you can use it for your research. You can collect data from internet. You can collect data from, like business articles. So you need to be very careful which data will be suitable for your survey, primary or secondary. Okay, guys, I'm not going to make it research methodology class. I have to go to the next part. The next part is remove remove obstacles to success. So when you will be empowering people, what kind of obstacles or challenges you might face? I'll give you an example from your point of view. Miss Basma, I have something to say later on before I say good night. I will be giving you some tricks and tactic how you can manage those 5 people at your workplace. Now, when you are trying to help other people to improve, obviously there will be some challenges. I'll give you the example from our side. Remember, during our school time, some of us having difficulties with mathematics. Agree? How many of you have this? I mean, how many of you have very difficulties in mathematics? I must have to put my hand at the first place because still I am very poor at mathematics. How many of you have this problem? Please be honest. Good, very good. Thank you so much. Thank you for being honest. Lower your digital hand. And remember, when our, Mr. Omar is there, when our mathematics teacher came to our class, what was our mindset? Look at me. Shit. Right? We put our head on the table. I don't want. I really hate maths. Whatever teachers telling me, it's all flying over my head. I really don't understand. You see? That's how we feel. Maybe some of you have some difficulties if you are from science background like physics or chemistry. So no matter how excellent your teacher is, you feel difficulties to understand. Why? Because our mind, no need to talk about you. I will tell myself, my mind tells me, Faisal, math is not your cup of tea. It's not your part. You cannot learn math. So no matter how excellent my teacher is to teach me math, as my mind tells me, you cannot learn math, it becomes difficult. Understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? You follow? I only cannot blame me. I have to blame my respectful teacher also. My teacher was failed to empowering leadership for me to love how I can learn mathematics. You understand, guys? I'm not blaming my teacher. I just give you a simple statement. You see, like 20% fault for my teacher, 80% is mine. See, so whenever you will be giving something new to your team members to do, they will give that problem, because of 3 reasons. How many reasons? Mr. Gobind, you type these 3 sentences in the chat box. Number 1, they don't like to do it. Gobind, Mr. Gobind, write in the chat box. They don't like to do that. Number 2, they don't want to do that. Number 3, they do not know how to do that. You see the 3 reasons, and you compare it with yourself. If you are poor at mathematics, why you don't learn? Because you do not want to learn mathematics. Number 1. Number 2, you really do not want to learn mathematics. Number 3, you do not know how to learn mathematics. Now understand the 3? It's a very, very common psychology of people today. So if you give them new tasks, only 3 reasons. They don't like, they don't want, they really do not know how to do this one. So as an empowering leader, thank you, Mr. Gobin. So those who are having some difficulties with your headphone, you can take note from the chat box. See? So Miss Basma, you find out of 5, what's their wrong? They really don't like this job, or they don't want to do their job, or they do not know how to do their job. Only 3 problems. See? A chicken and egg problem. See? Chicken and egg problem. 3, nothing else. Thank you so much, guys. Now, let me bring you into my PowerPoint slide and let's talk about this one. So that kind of struggles, they will give you, I cannot, I don't know, I don't want. So you as a leader, you have to be like a coach, you know, coach, check regularly. Simply, you have to talk with your teammates in order to uncover their personal and professional challenges, professional difficulties. Mr. Dui, you follow from Vietnam? Mr. Dui? Okay, good. Number 2, you got to review the SOP, standard operating procedures of your work philosophy. Remember, different leaders always will have different philosophy about their department. If you work in marketing department, you must have to come out with certain SOP. You know, what can be done? What are the things staff can do? What are the things staff cannot do? You know, it should be like, we call it constitute, you know, the constitute, like written, finalized rules and regulations for all. Mr. RJ, you follow? And always review what is your SOP and check that everybody is following this SOP or not. Only then, if there is any challenge, any difficulties, any problem, any facing huge problem, you can, as a leader, you can help them to overcome those challenges. Now, another important style that we can follow in our empowering leadership, it is our offer guidance. I don't want to follow my PowerPoint slide to explain this part. Let me stop sharing my screen. Offer guidance, meaning to say, that's the difference between manager and a leader. Please pay attention. If you want to go inside of your manager room, you need to take a permission, right? You need to knock the door. Sir, may I come in? It's a managerial attitude. Do you know what is the attitude of a leader? You keep your door open for all teammates. Anytime, any problem, any situation, they will come and ask for advice. No need any permission, no need to wait for the long queue. You understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? So when you can create that kind of culture, they will feel, your team members will feel that they are not alone. You are here as their guide. You see, any problem, they will come and say, sir, boss, I'm facing these difficulties. Can you please help me? You help him. You help him. You guide him. You show him how it can be done. All of you understand what I'm trying to mean? Don't act like a manager. Don't say, you know, look, read my lips, huh? Don't say this one, huh? They can make a very, very, very stupid mistake. They can ask you a very, very stupid question. You as a leader, use your high emotional quotient, EQ, and guide them. educate them, train them, show them. That is called guidance. Example, now I am managing a group of teachers in our organization. I told them, if you face any difficulties to manage students, if you face any difficulties to develop your study materials, if you face any problem in order to answer any question from the student side, do not be hesitant to call me. See, I told them it can be a very, very small question. Feel free to ask me. I'll guide you, I'll help you. You see, I break the gap. I fill up the gap. So guidance is there. You know, then the team members always feel, yes, we have someone to protect us. Nicholas, you follow? They will never feel that they are alone. Allow your team members to make mistake. Be a bit flexible for the newcomers, for the fresh graduates who are working under your leadership. You see, don't take anything personally from them. Not everybody is talented as you are. You see, sometimes you will have some staff, they got CGPA 4 out of 4. You know, straight 4 out of, it does not mean that he or she can be the best employee in your team. You see, you have to guide them, you have to empower them to understand your culture, your skills, and your knowledge accordingly. See, now offer guidelines, tips. You can follow this one. You make sure that there is certain boundaries. You know, define when employees have authority, when they should consult a manager. This is very, very important. During your guiding time, you have to make it clear. Never let them to do all those difficult things if the things is getting more and more challenging for them. Tell them, feel free to ask when you need my advice. We got to be agree on success. People find it easier to manage themselves if they can, you know, feel that they are doing well at their workplace. So when you guide them, when you tell them you are doing great, it's a good job, it will really empower them at the first place to do the things accordingly. Now, under this topic, we have the last slide. It's all about how we can create growth opportunities. Remember, when you will be a leader, you know, and when you are leading a group of people, and if people resign under your leadership, you got to understand something wrong with you. I'm repeating my statement. For example, I'm working under one of your leadership. For example, Jocelyn, you are my leader. And after working for 3 months, I resigned from this particular job. And I put the reason why. I put that this job is stressful for me. If you think carefully from a leader point of view, it's your fault, not my fault. How come I feel stressed, but other people still working under you? Meaning to say, you did not empower me the way you did with other colleagues. All of you understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? I'm focusing on the very, very small details of empowering leadership style. All of you clear, guys? So how you can make sure that growth is there. Remember, not all of your team members will work for money. Yes, money is important, but if they feel that from this job, I cannot get promotion, I cannot learn the new skills, I cannot be better, I cannot move forward, secretly, they will look for another job. See, you got to believe hiring people is easy, but making someone suitable for your organization as a leader, it is challenging. So those who are working for you, keep them. Never let them to say goodbye unless it becomes a challenge for the company, challenge for the organization to keep them up. Jocelyn, you follow? Lay, you follow? Fine. Now, growth opportunities. What we need to do as a leader, look at this one. We need to focus on constructive feedback. If someone under your leadership very slow, taking too long time to understand, taking too long time to improve, tell them one-on-one. Okay, so when you will give feedback, I need to share something very, very important. Remember, everybody got ego, right? Look at this part, huh? This is very important for all of us to understand. So ego is there. So when you will give feedback, especially the negative feedback, what you can do, you can sit one-on-one, not in front of other people. Okay? Not in front of other people. You bring one of your colleagues to sit with you so that there will be 3 people. How many? 3. You as a leader, another one from the person who is helping you, and number 3, your team members. You need to give the negative feedback. Why 3 people? Because this is called, the psychology of people. If I only talk to Mr. Francisco, you cannot take my feedback seriously. But if I call Mr. Gobind in between our conversation, and I'll say, Mr. Francisco, Mr. Gobind is there for the witness. What I'm telling you, not only you and me, but also there is another person who who will follow what I'm telling you. Only then all of your team members will take the feedback, negative feedback, positively in order to learn and in order to grow up. All of you clear, guys? So don't do just one, you and your staff or team members. Put someone as a third party, as a third person to listen what you are talking. What are the negative feedbacks you are giving to your team members? Understand, guys? That's the way you can help them to grow up, to be stronger, to be more and more productive at your, workplace or for your team. So for clear, guys? Okay, good. Very good. Don't worry, there will be a question and QA session before I say good night to all of you. Now, we need to encourage our team members to push themselves professionally. Tell them, hey guys, I'm not your enemy. Make this statement, hey, I'm not your enemy. Don't take anything personally from my statement. What I'm doing just for the betterment of our team. You see, train them, encourage them not to think like I, no more I. Their mindset will be like we. You see, we. We means team always will come first. So when it is all about we, and you need to tell someone to be better, tell them it's not for you only, it is for our team. Invite them and force them, empower them to come out from their comfort zone. You see, people like to stay in their comfort zone. They don't want to do something extra. So that's the time where we need to encourage our team members to push themselves professionally. So for clear guys, about the characteristics, about the style, I'll be making a quick summary. So leader must have to provide soft skills training for EQ, for time management, so that leader can empower the teammates accordingly. We talk about managing stress, right? We cannot let them feel stress. Before we allow them to do something new, we have to give them enough time to learn and to practice and to be better. We talk about communication and transparency. The key word is open communication. Delegate, do not throw a ball. Before you throw, tell them why he or she needs to catch this ball carefully. Grab this ball carefully. Now, invite them to take part of decision making. It is another style. Remove, like search and destroy all the challenges that the people or that your team members might face. You keep your door open for guidance, for advice, for help. Make sure you are a leader who helps people to be better, to grow up, and to be stronger. That's all about the styles. After that, we will talk about what are the characteristics we must have to have as an empowering leader. Look at this part, ladies and gentlemen. Fine. We must have to have clear vision. As a leader, what is your vision? What do you want to do? You have 100 staff. How you are going to utilize those 100 brain together in order to achieve your company goals. You understand, guys? I'll give you a very important examples. For example, Marisol. For example, Mr. Wang from the Myanmar. Mr. Jacob. Okay. So three of you are, I think Mr. Jacob is driving car, right? Safe drive, man. Okay. So three of you are managing a sales team. You have 100 sales rep, and you are the leader of those 100 sales representative. Now the question is how you can utilize this talent or this resource for your team. So you put vision. You can put two kinds of vision, like long-term vision and short-term vision. Take note on that. So you are leading a sales team. So your vision you can put within 2 to 3 months. Your vision is to increase the overall sales by 20%. Take note on that. That is called vision. You will take 2 to 3 months in order to increase the sales by 20%. That is called like short-term vision as an empowering leader. And not only that, you also have to make a long-term vision. What you want to be or what you want to do your sales team after 2 to 3 years. You see, guys, what I'm trying to mean? Months is over. Now your vision is long-term. So when you have the clear vision and you share the vision of your team to 100 sales rep, as a sales leader, you can guide them, you can empower them, you can motivate them, you can train them, you can, inspire them to achieve their KPI, key performance indicators. All of you clear, guys? Without vision, cannot be an empowering leader. So we need to constantly, regularly remind our team members about our vision. We need to take time to share the overall goal and value that each team members has in achieving it. You see, guys, there will be no like dirty politics. You have to address every team members equally in order to fulfill the vision of your team. Number two, that is called, we need to adapt to the new method of communications. Because if you really want to empower others, you have to communicate with him, communicate with her every single day. So what is the meaning of new methods of communication? Understand this one, huh? Let me stop sharing my screen and let me say hello to everyone. Now we are focusing on like virtual reality. Today, see the communication between you and me, it's virtually, right? I'm in Malaysia now, and all of you are from different countries of the world. And I can see, let me check how I am communicating with you guys. So I would say that out of 10 screen, out of 228 of you, 110, you are here. Your camera is on. You take the points, what I'm trying to mean, right? And rest of you, your camera, I understand that some of you are at work. Don't get me wrong. I'm giving you an example. Maybe some of you are using mobile data. You cannot switch on your camera. So see, when we are in the new era of technology, as a leader, we need to find out a way how we can make ourselves strong with the new method of communication. You see, like how you can be the host of a Zoom meeting, right? How you can communicate with someone from your country to United States of America. Something new has to be there, right? If you keep talking, at the end, they don't understand. You see, don't understand. For example, some of you have that kind of, the misconception about new method of communication. So every day I receive, like on an average, 5 to 10 messages from my students. It's a true story, you know. Sometimes I receive WhatsApp message from you guys. So what you are doing, not all, some of you, you are writing a very big paragraph, you know, like this. The full option of typing is full, and you send to me. Then I feel I'm tired. I don't want to read this whole paragraph. I need to read, I need to understand, I need some time to reply you. See, it's not the smart way of communication by using WhatsApp. We have to use the new method. It is called one-liner. One-liner. So you send message by one line. Let me give you an example. Good morning, sir. Good AM, sir. I'll make it a bit short. I am Lenny from DBSM. Sorry, DBSM. Meaning to say you are studying Diploma in Business and Sales Management. I need PDF for Module 1, Lesson 2. Could you please help? See, that is called one-liner method of communication. You see, guys, but if you put everything in one paragraph, it will look like disorganized. So when you will be a leader, my friendly advice to all of you, use this technique. Do not put all information in one paragraph. People will not understand. People sometimes overlook if they notice that so many things to read at the first place. All of you clear? Number two, when you communicate, it has to be two ways communication. Do not just talk. Sometimes you stop sharing the screen. You ask them, is there any question? Do you understand? Follow their non-verbal communication. You know, when you communicate, look at their face, look at their attitude, look at their response. Only then, as a leader, you can implement the common characteristics of an empowering leader. You see, some people, sometimes you can misunderstand. You can feel like, I already have told my team members. I already informed. Informing and telling people, it does not mean that you already communicate with them. You see, it will be a successful communication when all of them understood what you have told just now. Clear, guys? Very important, huh? Very important. Thank you so much. Now let's move on. I only have 30 minutes, so I need to move a bit faster, right? Look at this one. We got to, as I said, that we need to know the new method of communication. It could be social media communication. It could be virtual meeting. It could be like, chat bot or chat box communication, whatever it is. We must need to learn how we can communicate with our prospect, with our team accordingly. Now, remember I was talking about throwing ball and grab it. When you throw, when you delegate the task, it has to be very, very effective. When you give new responsibilities, make sure your teammates, they believe that they can do it. So before you delegate the task, before you give them the new special project, what you need to do, you need to really, really empower them. Hey, I did it before. I was a sales executive of this organization 10 years back. I could achieve KPI for every month. So if I could do it, why not you? Because I'm your leader. Every time you face any problem, you can ask me. I'll help you. See, next small paragraph. Leaders who empower show that they trust others and giving them authority to make decisions regarding their task and their, their methods, their, the roadmaps, everything. They know how they can complete this project accordingly. So it will depend how you push, not push, I would say how you empower, how you create energy among your team members' brain to do these things accordingly. Another important characteristics, we must have to understand that each team members was hired to increase the value of the overall team. So when you are managing the team, managing people, remember your HR department, every month they pay salary for them. Nothing is free, right? Nothing is free. So you are the in charge, you are the leader, you are the guardian of that particular group of people. So make sure every day you focus on your goal. I'm talking about your team goal. Vision is over. Now we are talking about the goal. Now, how you can do this one? Remember, your success of a leader, it will depend on your result. Agree? Result. If you can bring result, meaning to say you are important for your business. If there is no result, oh my God, there is no value. You are unable to create value for your business, for your organization, for your top management. Now, empowering leaders always will, as I said, will work on achieving the goal. So how it can be done? So if you have like 100 staff, you make a culture. You make a culture to send DR. This is called daily report. Pay attention, please. So if you are managing 100 sales rep in your organization, tell them, every one of you, before you clock out, you write down the daily report and send to me. I want to see what did you do for today, what you are going to do for yesterday, for tomorrow. You understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? When there is a culture that everybody will report to you about their activities, then you see your team members' performance and the goal. Is it same, or performance is there and it not belongs to the goal? Then something wrong, right? You have to take initiative in order to bring it to the same level. So if you never check, then you cannot implement empowering leadership. Now, value is the key. When I feel that I have the value for my department, for my job, for my manager, for my leader, I will enjoy my work. Agree, guys? But if you feel that, I think I have no value for my job, at my workplace, then you will feel like you are not important. You are just a number, When you have that kind of mentality, you will feel that you are replaceable. Do you understand what I'm trying to mean? Anyone can come and replace you. It's like mental health problem. So remember, empowering leaders, they will focus on the value. What is value? Your result is your value. Remember this one, your result, your outcome, your consequences is your value. See? Now, when your value is like recognized, your leader said, good job, Lei, good job, Jocelyn, you are empowering him or her more and more and more. You see, guys, what I'm trying to mean? Don't forget to give the credit if your team is doing a great job. Don't take away the credit of your team members to you. You see, nowadays, there are so many leaders in all over the world. They just take over the credit from the followers to himself or to herself. It's not, right at all. Now, benefits. What are the benefits you can have if you implement empowering leadership? The first one is bonding. Let me type 3 characters of a strong leader. Lead, discipline, and bonding. You can write down these 3 most powerful words in order to be a strong leader. Now, empowering leadership will help you to create strong bonding with your followers, because psychology says that when there is a link between you and your team members, you will find them there is a trust. Not only trust, there is a very, very strong empathy and trust is there. Two words, I would say, meaning to say, you understand your team also understand you. You see, mutual understanding, higher productivity levels. If you think about Microsoft, Mr. Bill Gates is the master of implementing empowering leadership in Microsoft. Maybe that's the reason why Microsoft does not have much competitors in the market. You got my point, guys, what I'm trying to mean? Because the productivity is there. All the engineers, all those programmers, the web developers, software developers who are working for Microsoft under the leadership of Bill Gates and his management team, they have productivity is there because this organization is the best example of implementing empowering leadership. Resilience is there. When you and your people perform well, so does your company. Meaning to say, when your team is doing a great job, it's not only yours, it is for the whole company, right? That means more revenue, more income, more profit, more reputation, more branding will be there. See, guys, that's how all those successful business in all over the world making money. More job satisfaction. Remember, satisfaction must be there. I'm talking about mental satisfaction. So people work for what? Why I work? I work for money, right? But if this job take away my night sleep, if this job takes away my family time, if these jobs takes away all of my inner peace, I'll resign, no matter how much money I am earning from this job. Agree, guys? Because we have two lives, personal life, professional life, two separate worlds. Remember, when you are at work, you put your personal life aside, focus on professional life. When your work is done, come to your personal life. You spend your time with your family. Understand? So when you have that kind of benefits from your job, you will be happy, you will be productive, you will be motivated enough. And empowering leaders or leadership helps to create more and more job satisfaction. Innovation is there. You know what is the meaning of innovation? Create something new. Empowering leadership will encourage the people to create new things for the market. Now we are using Zoom, right? Before COVID-19, Zoom got only 100 participants can join in one Zoom meeting. Then empowering leaders, they understand that 100 is not enough. They added new technology, invent new things. So now 300 people also can sit in one meeting. It can be also 500 if I buy the 500 people attending meeting package. See? Turnover rate, better employee manager relationship always will increase retention. People will never resign from under your leadership if you can implement empowering. You know very well how to add value to someone. If you know very well how to change people, if you know very well how to transform from being lazy to being active, if you know how to change people from being very, very negative to very, very positive. It's called empowering. You see, guys, understand? Okay, good. A positive work culture. Work culture is mandatory for you as a leader to create at the first place. What does it mean? Positive culture, no politics. You know, some workplace got dirty politics. Am I right? Grouping a group of people, they like leader A, another group of people, they like leader B. Groupings. So when got that kind of things, organization cannot bring outcome, result, success for the business. You understand, guys? So what do you need to do? Empowering, train them, educate them, destroy their mindset to differentiate, you know. Always remember, no matter how, okay, let me stop sharing my screen, because this is a small one. You know, every organization, you will find some stupid one, you know. Someone will create, we know that nowadays we are using WhatsApp group in order to maintain the team. Easier, right? Easy, it's easy to just create WhatsApp group and you communicate with your team members accordingly. You know, most of the companies got some idiot, some stupid. They will create another WhatsApp group without you. Understand? They will create another WhatsApp group without you because you are the leader. He or they don't want that you will be there, what they are talking about. It is called, like, you know, negative work culture. Be firm, be sincere. Tell them, I don't want to see that there is any other WhatsApp group without me, where you guys are talking about work. Yes, you guys can create WhatsApp group for your personal purpose. I don't mind. Understand, guys? Maritis and all of you, you will find that kind of people at most of the organization today. In front of you, yes, boss. In the separate group, our boss is stupid. You know, something like that. So, yeah, you know, it's sometimes it will make your life difficult. So be firm and be sincere and be very smart to understand what is going on at your workplace. So last topic for tonight. So emotional intelligence for empowering leaders. Remember, providing training people is challenging. Trust me, it's not that easy to train people. You can educate people. There is a difference between education and training. Agree, guys? Education is providing information. On the other hand, training meaning to say transform, right? Change. There would be some changes, some skills, some action. So as an empowering leader, you will find that train people is tiresome. Currently, I'm doing Myanmar, Burmese candidate training for job in Middle East countries. I can see some of my Burmese trainees are there. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, ladies and gentlemen from Myanmar. Thank you. But the thing is that, you know, sometimes I feel it is very difficult to train people. You know, when I train them how to answer the question, tell me something about yourself. I'm talking about emotional intelligence, guys. I'm not telling you anything negative about our Burmese trainees. Don't get me wrong. So when I train them, guys, when you will answer, tell me something about yourself, you tell only 5 things. Like greetings, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, your name, okay, your name, from which country you are from, your last education, and your job experience. That's all. Hello, sir. Good morning. My name is Faisal Ahmed. You can call me Faisal. I'm from Myanmar. I have completed my bachelor degree in Myanmar language in 2018. Okay. I have 2 years working experience as a waiter for ABC outlet in Myanmar. I'm friendly and hardworking person. Is that simple, right? But my friend, they make these simple things very, very complicated. They will answer, sir, my name is ABC. I'm 35 years old. But I told you, no need to say how old are you. You see? So when I train them, I use my emotional intelligence. No matter how many times they will make mistake, I'll still be nice to them. Understand? I'll not get mad. I'll not get angry with them. I'll tell them, try again. I'll tell them, try again. I'll give them another instruction. Follow this one. You see, guys? So when you are trying to empowering people, make sure you never, ever be angry like your last school teacher. Remember what our teacher did? Insult us in front of all the students. Are you stupid? I have told you, you follow this formula, math will be solved. Why you cannot do that? This is all about discouraging people. Understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? Don't do that. Take care of your emotions, be positive, and be very firm and sincere in order to empower them to be better. All of you clear, guys? Let me bring you to the last slide for tonight. It's all about our emotional intelligence as well. So look at this part. I have added a very powerful picture or image here in my PowerPoint slide. Try to understand this one, my friends. Remember, when you speak only from your brain, sometimes it would be very, very harsh. Basma, for you, my friend, five of your stuff, if you always always give the instruction only from your brain and you never connect your feelings and emotions with them, they will misunderstand you. They will not listen to you. You see? So when you make a statement, when you give an instruction, make sure you connect your brain and your heart together. You see? Only then they will feel, my leader really understands my situation. It comes from your emotional intelligence. Now, this one is for all of you, those who are facing some difficulties in order to lead your people, your teammates at the workplace. When you are using low emotional intelligence, your team members will feel that you are micromanaging them. You are not leading them. You are checking each and everything, every work of them. But when you use your emotions and your brain, your empathy, then they will feel that my leader is here to support me. My leader is not that much unfair to me. See, an emotionally intelligent leader accounts for the emotional dimension of the entire team. This can make the difference between team and that trips over its own feet and a team that, come forward in order to do the things that you really want to do at the first place. Otherwise, the team members will not follow your instructions accordingly. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You can take a screenshot of this part. I know some of you are a bit shy. If you want to ask me any question. If you need, like, can you please give me some more explanation, more ideas, more this, more that. If you want to be a more and more effective, empowering leaders, you can write down an email to my email ID. In my time, I'll reply your email accordingly. Host, can you please send this PDF in our chat box? All of you, please go to the chat box, click on the link, download the notes that I have used just now. Maybe one day you will be a trainer about about leadership skills. That time you can edit a bit, you can remove my name, put your name, then you can use this one. Good, very good. Now, question. If you have any question, you can ask me in the chat box. Do feel free to ask if you have any question regarding the things that I already have explained to you. Okay, and then no need to give any no need to give any feedback in this chat box. If you want to give some feedback about today's leadership series, later on, you go to our official Facebook page where this session will be, the picture will be updated. You can give your feedback in the comments box in our official Facebook page. Okay, guys, so that's all. I'm looking for your question. If you want to ask me anything regarding empowering leadership, you can ask. I have time to answer you. And in the meantime, I'll really appreciate if all of you can switch on your camera so that we can mark your attendance. And within 2 to 4 weeks, you all will receive the certificate of participants about today's session. I'll give you like 1 minute. All of you switch on your camera, please. It's okay. It's Saturday, right? Some of you are having weekend, but I cannot go for my weekend. I have my job. Okay, good. No problem. Switch on your camera, all of you. Thank you. Mr. Gobind, you also take photo for them so that they will never write down in our Facebook, where is mine? Why I can't see my photo in? Thank you. Okay, so question please in the chat box. Please send to me. Do not send to Mr. Gobind. He cannot answer your question for now because he's in informal dress today, right? Okay, good, excellent. Please, sir, could you assist me with the last note of Monday Motivation Madness? Mr. Omar, you just WhatsApp me later on. I'll be sharing with you the last Monday motivational notes because I cannot share it in your Zoom chat box. Later on, you drop me a message. Okay. Regarding today's, any question, feel free. Come on. Just ask your question if you want to clarify something about today's discussion. Wow, nice question. Sir, I'm managing 15 people, 15, okay. So currently the problem with punctuality, sometimes some staff get late at work. How I can, oh my God, very good question. Mr. Gobind, can you please send my work WhatsApp number to the chat box? Okay, fine. Now, yes. So if your team got punctuality problem, meaning to say you need to focus on soft skills training. Understand, guys? Technical skills, it's okay, you forget about it. You start again with soft skills, empowering them. But remember, you have to lead from the front. For example, let me find out. Mr. Flip. Flip, you are a leader and you are getting late to come at office. Then you cannot enforce to be on time other stuff. So you need to lead from the front. You always be on time. You lead from the front, then sit with those people who are getting late at work. Ask them question. Don't be rude to them at the first place. Ask them why you are getting late. What transportation you are using? Is it public bus? Is it LRT, MRT? Why you are getting late? Tell me the problem. Are you living so far from our company? If do you have any other problem, share with me. Abigail, you follow? Maritis, go and learn more about this problem. If it is really a problem regarding like transportation, distance, then guide them to come and stay close to the office area. If it is like simply attitude problem, you know, at night cannot sleep, early in the morning cannot get up. It's called character problem. Then it's your time. It's your turn to empowering them to stop practicing that kind of negative activities, or I mean wasting time by doing nothing. Okay, see, so this part you need to focus on soft skills training and empower them, educate them, discipline them, you know, to follow the punctuality. Sir, what about the attitude or behavior of staff and they do not want to be commanded? Okay, for this part, attitude problem, it's everywhere. Different people got different attitude. For you, what kind of attitude problem they have, you figure out. And why they are giving that kind of attitude problem. Salary problem, long hour working problem. Maybe 5 of them, you are in Qatar, right? You are in Qatar. Maybe 5 of them from 5 different countries of the world. Over their country, they got some family problem, all those things. So what do you need to do? You sit together. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you call all of them, sit together, buy coffee for, I think in Qatar, coffee no need. It's very hot, right? You buy some cold drinks, expensive one. Sit together, talk with them with a notepad. Ask each and everyone, what's their problem? Anything problem with boyfriend? See, can happen, you know, maybe one of your staff got, you know, a toxic relationship with her boyfriend giving her difficult time. That's why she always show attitude to you, to the customers. Basha, you understand? You figure out what's the problem, because attitude problem, it comes from major problem, personal problem. You have to figure it out. There is no other way that can help you to improve their attitude problem. Go and figure out from the deepest core of their heart, sit together, invite them, like buy some drinks, bonding with them, educate them. Hey, it is your job. Basma, you follow? It's your job. If you show that kind of attitude, we have negative customer review. So when we have negative customer review, I need to answer my boss, answer the top management, why like this? Remember, you are here for work. So do your job. Your job is your bread and butter. Attitude put aside. Personal life, professional life. When at work, do your job. After work, go and show your attitude to your personal life. Understand, all of you guys, if got attitude problem, be firm and be sincere. It will work, trust me. If you can bonding with them, you know, bonding with them, then it can be done. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you when I have another opportunity to come and talk to you. So all of you stay fine. I hope today's discussion will help you a bit to think in another way in future, how you can be an empowering leader. Be a leader, lead your team, be more and more successful. I'll see you again. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.